about 3 years ago, I actually did do a video on Christmas nights. And while I was super proud of that video back then, nowadays when I watch it, I feel I could have done so much better. I took a look at the old script, I completely rewrote it, I refilmed the entire thing to give it a more deluxe package feeling, you know? What's up, Dankers? Thanks for tuning in to a brand new video of mine, and today, I want you to join me as we go on the magical journey of Christmas nights. I mean, it's the 1st of December, and I mean, look at me, I'm already ready to go. I got some garland here, I got my lights, I got some plushies, my Santa hat. I'm super pumped. Now, I'm someone personally who really gets into the Christmas spirit. I like diving into all the Christmas movies, I like diving into all the Christmas songs, going on night drives, blasting the radio, looking at everyone's Christmas decorations. It's a really good time for me. But also, while all that is nice, nothing beats just staying inside, being all cozy with your coffee, maybe your digital fire on your computer or TV, and playing a video game. And of course, that's what we're going to be doing today. So strap in and join me on a magical journey through the land of Christmas nights. But back then, Sonic Team on the rare occasion would release a game that wasn't really Sonic the Hedgehog related. And back in 1996, they would release Nights into Dream for the Sega Saturn. Nights into Dream would be a 2.5D flying arcade style game, where the player would control knights flying through stages, collecting orbs, creating rings, and defeating enemies. Nights was actually an impressive feat for the Sega Saturn, being a fully 3D game. And if you know anything about the Sega Saturn, then you know 3D games were kind of a problem to program for. 3D might have been in mind, but the Sega Saturn was a 2D pixel powerhouse. So when something like this comes along, it's kind of impressive to see, and Sonic Team always knew how to kill it. Anyway, later that year, Nights would get a Christmas update in terms of this promotional disc, and it would be mailed to people for free, which is actually kind of crazy. Now, before we get into it, I just want to talk about some things that this game actually has that's not exactly Christmas related. There's just a lot more that this game has. It actually depends on the day you're playing this, but there can be different themes instead of just the Christmas one. Like, for example, if you're playing on January 1st, well, then you're going to get a New Year's theme. Playing on April Fool's Day allows you to play as Riala, which is actually kind of cool. So not only is this a Christmas sampler, but it's kind of cool that they added more stuff for different seasons as well, giving this a lot more replayability. So while it is cool to see different seasons in here, we're only going to be focusing on the Christmas stuff for this episode, but I just wanted to bring it up before we actually dived into it. And I think the story might be the perfect place to start, so let's give that a look. It's Christmas time, and we have a beautifully decorated city with a crowd of people eagerly searching to buy Christmas gifts. And among the crowd are our heroes from the original game, Elliot and Clarice. Elliot and Clarice are walking through the crowd until they spot this tower that kinda looks like a giant Christmas tree. However, they notice it's missing a star on the top of it. The two decide they want to fix that, so they go back to Nightopia to find Nights so they can find a star. Is that it? Is that the entire story to Christmas Nights? Is that it? Who wrote this? Okay. Makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire premise here. Now, I guess I can't be too shocked. This is a free sampler disc after all that was sent in the mail, so a story even being here in the first place is kind of impressive, but I just can't help but laugh at the lacklusterness of it all. It's just so funny that they would bug Nights just to get a star on top of a Christmas tree. No, a tower that looks like a Christmas tree. I'm sorry. But story aside, it's the gameplay people come for, and since this is technically an expansion to the original game, it controls identical. There are 4 stages in a boss fight that are the exact same as the original game, only with a different theme. That being Christmas, of course. And I did actually double check this. Now, I don't own the original Nights into Dreams, but I actually do own the sampler disc to the first game, or the original, I guess. The Christmas Night sampler is literally the exact same thing as the original game sampler, except, you know, it has the whole Christmas theme going for it. Although, if there was one major difference, I'd have to say the soundtrack, and I don't think there is a soundtrack out there that is more Christmassy than Christmas Nights. I mean, it's so upbeat, it's so festive, it's so Christmas. And yes, I know some of the songs are just remixed Sega versions of classic Christmas songs, but hearing this soundtrack always gets me into the spirit, and with Christmas literally around the corner, it's in overdrive. And the music just helps with this game a lot. I mean, just playing the game and listening to it enhances the game. It's just a good soundtrack all around. I absolutely love the Christmas Nights soundtrack. I often use it a lot, whether it be on my annual Christmas specials that are on my channel, or whether it be, the video you're watching right now to this very second. Yes, you are listening to the Christmas Nights soundtrack, and you have been this entire time. Except for right here. Right here, I'm just gonna put the Mario 64 snow music, so you'll get to hear that for a different variety. But now, we're switching right back to Christmas Nights music. I also love how they switched Knight's outfit, giving it a red festive look instead of the normal purple. Knight's looks really good in red, and I wish we saw it more, but I guess it would clash with Riola's colors and make things a little confusing, so I understand. Anyway, after getting through the 4 stages and defeating the boss, Knights does indeed find the star that we were looking for. But in classic Knights fashion, this whole adventure that we just went on was a dream all along. We get one more interaction between Ellie and Clarice before the narrator signs us off by wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
The graphics still hold up to this day. It has a very certain Sega Saturn charm to it, obviously making sense since the console was on, but it just has that look to it. Another feature of Christmas Nights is this present mode. Now every time you run through the 4 stages and defeat the boss, and depending on your grade, you get a certain amount of chances to spend on this present mode. Boiling it down, it's essentially just a matching game. And for the most part, you're going to be unlocking art pieces, artwork, concept art related to the game, or maybe even some FMVs. But in my opinion, the best part about Christmas Nights, the most notable feature, I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this video have been waiting for me to bring it up now, but don't worry, I'm getting to it. Oh, don't you worry, I was not going to forget about this. So, in this present mode, you can unlock a game mode called Sonic Into Dreams, where we have a fully 3D playable Sonic stage. Talk about a Christmas present. This right here, Sonic Into Dreams, is super cool and a really nice addition to the game, helping fill a void of lack of 3D Sonic at the time. Sonic was struggling at the time to have his own 3D game for this system, so what better way to slide in an Easter egg than the good old Sonic team? We truly didn't get enough of low poly Sonic back in the day, I swear. Christmas Nights is just a fun little package, and also, like I said, has that Sega Saturn charm to it that just makes it feel timeless. But if playing it on the Sega Saturn and owning a Sega Saturn is a little bit complicated for you, there is a solution here. Because sometime in the early 2000s, Sega would actually remaster Nights Into Dream for the PS2. And in that package, they did a fully remastered version of Christmas Nights. Unfortunately though, about this PS2 remaster is that they cut the Sonic Into Dreams mode. Now at this point, the modern Sonic design was still rather new and Sega was still trying to push it, so I don't know if it was because they just didn't want to bring classic Sonic into this, or they didn't want to remodel Sonic to give him his modern looks and it would kind of clash with the game. I'm not sure, but for whatever reason, Sonic Into Dreams did not return here. But everything that Christmas Nights brought to the table besides the Sonic mode is still here and intact. Now, unfortunately, the PS2 version never released over here stateside, but we did get it digitally on the PS3, so if you want to go to the PS3 store and pick it up, I would recommend it. We don't know how much longer the PS3 store will even still be intact by this point, so definitely grab it if you're interested. To my knowledge, without piracy, it's the only way to play it. But overall, I have to say, Christmas Nights is one of my favorite Christmas games to play around the holidays. It has all that Christmas spirit you could ask for, plus bundling it with that classic Nights gameplay. A good match for a good play. But with all that said, Danksters, do you play Christmas Nights? Is it another traditional game for you as well? Or is there another traditional game that you play during Christmas time? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll get to you when I get to you. If you go down to the description, all my socials are down there, along with the Patreon and the Discord. Feel free to join if you want, completely up to you. But what I want you to do is, can I get you to hit that subscribe button and the bell for post notifications, because I wouldn't want you to miss a single video of mine, and it would take like 2 seconds, and hey, it's free. And also make sure to check out the Up Down Select channel. All the links to that will be in the description down below. Alright, Danksters, I'm going to get out of here spreading more Christmas cheer, but just remember, you're not going to get this kind of content anywhere else, and you want to know why? Because that's the Dankers difference.